There is a quiet panic happening in the grocery aisles right now. It's not on the news, you won't see it on the nightly broadcast, but if you walk into your local Aldi this week, you will feel it. The shelves aren't just restocking, they are being raided. We are talking about 12 new products that have hit the market this summer. And 3 of them are causing such a frenzy that store managers are having to limit how many boxes a single customer can take. People are buying these items not just for today, but for next month. They are stockpiling. Why? Because the value proposition here isn't just good, it's disruptive. It challenges the entire logic of what you think you should be paying for quality food and gear in 2026. But here is the catch. Amidst the gold, there is fool's gold. 3 of these new releases are marketing traps. They look impressive on the box, they sit at eye level, and they promise convenience. But once you get them home, you'll realize you've paid for hype, not utility. In fact, one of them is a safety risk that seasoned preppers and smart shoppers are actively warning each other to avoid. If you want to know which items are worth clearing your schedule for, and which 3 you need to leave on the shelf no matter how good the deal looks, you need to watch this until the very end. And if you're ready to stop overpaying for brand names and start building a pantry that actually works for you, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that you're part of the group that values substance over status. Let's dive in. Item 1. Specially selected Spanish Reserve Avu. Let's start with the item that is arguably the most significant disruption in the grocery sector this quarter. If you have ever stood in the aisle of a high-end grocer, stared at a bottle of extra virgin olive oil with a protected designation of origin label, and then put it back because $35 felt like robbery for a condiment, listen closely. Aldi has just released the specially selected Spanish Reserve, and it is carrying the DOP certification from the Sierra Madrina region of Jaén, Spain. For those who don't speak foodie, DOP is the highest tier of authentication in the European Union. It means every single olive in that bottle was grown, harvested, and pressed within that specific geographic zone under strict independent supervision. You cannot fake this, you cannot blend cheap oil from 3 different countries and slap this label on it. It is illegal. This oil is cold extracted within 24 hours of harvest. The result? A flavor profile that hits you with fresh cut grass, green almond, and a distinct peppery kick at the back of the throat. That pepperiness isn't a flaw, it's the presence of oleocanthal, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound found only in high polyphenol, fresh oils. On specialized import sites, oils with this specific DOP rating and polyphenol count are selling for upwards of $32 a bottle. Aldi is pricing this at $11.99. The Reddit community r/olive oil, a group known for being brutally honest and technically precise, has already flagged this as the buy of the decade. Members are reporting buying 6 bottles at a time. Why 6? Because this is a finishing oil. You do not cook with this. High heat destroys the delicate aromatic compounds and the health benefits we just talked about. You drizzle this over roasted vegetables after they come out of the oven. You use it as a dip for sourdough. You finish your pasta with it. This is not just a savings, it is an upgrade to your health infrastructure. In a world where inflammation is the silent killer, having a source of high-quality anti-inflammatory fats that doesn't break the bank is a strategic advantage. Stock up. This batch is limited, and once the current harvest allocation is gone, it won't return until next season. Item 2, Maison Cupcake, Artisan Croissants. Next, we move to the bakery section, where Aldi is attempting to kill the local calf industry. Item number 2 is the Maison Cupcake Artisan Butter Croissant. Now, frozen croissants are usually a disappointment. They are dense, waxy, and taste like preservatives. These are different. They are made with 100% butter, no margarine, no shortening. The lamination process creates over 27 layers of dough and fat. When you bake these at home, the aroma fills the entire house. It smells like a Parisian bakery at 7 a.m. The texture is shatteringly crisp on the outside and airy, honeycomb structured on the inside. At $3.49 for a pack of 4, you are paying less than $1 per croissant. Compare that to the $4.50 you'd pay for a single, often stale, croissant at a chain coffee shop. This is not just breakfast, this is morale. In times of stress, the simple pleasure of a perfect pastry is a psychological anchor. It reminds you that life can still be good even when the news is bad. But let's pivot to something more practical for the daily grind. Item number 3, Little Salad Bar Premium Harvest Kits. We all know the struggle of the salad tax. You buy a head of lettuce, a cucumber, some tomatoes, and a bag of nuts, and by the time you're done, you've spent $15 and half the produce is rotting in the crisper drawer before you use it. Aldi's new premium kits solve the waste problem without the markup. These aren't the sad, wilted bags of iceberg lettuce from 10 years ago. We're talking mixed greens with radicchio, arugula, and baby spinach. They include high-end toppings like candied pecans, dried cranberries, and goat cheese crumbles. The dressing is separate, high-quality vinaigrette, not the sugary sludge you get in fast food salads. The price point is $4.29. That is less than the cost of the ingredients if you bought them separately. But the real value here is time and consistency. For the busy parent, the remote worker, or anyone trying to maintain nutritional discipline during chaotic weeks, this removes the friction of healthy eating. It's ready in 30 seconds. It's fresh. And it stops you from ordering Uber Eats because you're too tired to chop vegetables. That is a financial win and a health win. Item 4. Earth-grown plant-based burgers item 4 addresses the growing demand for sustainable protein that doesn't taste like cardboard. The earth-grown plant-based burger has been reformulated. Previous versions were decent, but this new iteration uses a pea and rice protein blend that mimics the fibrous texture of beef much more closely. It holds together on the grill. It doesn't fall apart when you flip it. And crucially, it has a savory umami depth that comes from natural. For the prepper or the budget-conscious family, this is a versatile staple. It freezes beautifully. You can buy 10 packs, throw them in the deep freeze, and have a quick, high-protein meal ready in minutes. At $2.99 per pack of 4, it is significantly cheaper than the leading national brands, which often hover around $5.50 for similar quality. In an economy where meat prices are volatile due to feed costs and supply chain disruptions, having a reliable, shelf-stable protein alternative is a smart hedge. Now, for the snackers and the health-conscious, item 5, Simply Nature Organic Quinoa Clusters. Quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, but cooking quinoa from scratch takes time. These clusters are toasted, organic quinoa puffs, lightly sweetened with agave and hint of cinnamon. They are crunchy, satisfying, and nutrient-dense. Think of them as the adult version of cereal. You can eat them dry by the handful, you can sprinkle them over Greek yogurt for texture, you can use them as a crust for baked chicken instead of breadcrumbs. The versatility is endless. And because they are organic and non-GMO, you aren't loading up on pesticides. At $3.19 a bag, this is a high-calorie, high-nutrient density food that stores well in the pantry. For emergency preparedness, calorie density matters. You want foods that give you maximum energy for minimum volume. These clusters fit that bill perfectly. Item 6, Benton's Vanilla Bean Ice Cream Summer isn't summer without ice cream. Item 6 is Benton's Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. Most vanilla ice creams use vanilla flavoring, which is often synthetic vanillin. Benton's uses real Madagascar vanilla beans. You can see the little black specks in the cream. The base is rich, creamy, and not overly sweet. It tastes like custard. It tastes like luxury. At $3.99 for a pint, this competes directly with brands like Haagen-Dazs, which sell for nearly double. But here's the insider tip. This ice cream has a higher butterfat content than many premium brands. That means it melts slower. It stays scoopable longer. For families, this means less mess and more enjoyment. It's a small detail, but it changes the experience entirely. Now, for those with dietary restrictions or anyone looking to reduce gluten intake, item 7 is a game changer. Live G-Free Gluten-Free Everything Bagels. Gluten-free bread products are notoriously difficult to get right. They are often dry, crumbly, or have a strange gummy texture. Aldi's new formulation uses a blend of sorghum flour and tapioca starch that creates a chewy, authentic bagel texture. When you toast these, they get crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. They don't fall apart when you spread cream cheese on them. This is huge for the celiac or gluten-sensitive community, who often pay a gluten-free tax of 50 to 100% more for comparable products. At $3.49 for a pack of 4, this is accessible. It normalizes dietary needs without punishing your wallet, and for the average shopper, these are just delicious. They are sturdy enough to hold up to heavy toppings like avocado and egg, making them a solid breakfast staple. Item 8. Heart to tail cooling bandanas. Let's talk about our 4-legged family members. As temperatures rise, pet safety becomes a critical concern. Item 8 is the heart to tail cooling bandana. This isn't just a piece of fabric, it uses evaporative cooling technology. You soak it in water, wring it out, and snap it to activate the cooling crystals inside. It stays cool for hours without needing refrigeration or electricity. It's lightweight, so it doesn't burden your dog, and it fits comfortably around the neck. Veterinarians recommend keeping pets cool during heat waves to prevent heat stroke, which can be fatal. Traditional cooling vests are bulky and expensive, often costing $30 to $50. These bandanas are $5.99. You can buy 3 for the price of 1 vest. Keep 1 in the car, 1 in the house, and 1 for walks. It's a low-cost, high-impact safety tool. If you have a pet, this is a no-brainer purchase. For the humans, item 9. Ozark Trail 30 Toes stainless steel water bottles. We've talked about hydration before. It is the single most important factor in survival and daily performance, yet people keep buying plastic bottles that leach chemicals and break easily. Aldi's Ozark Trail line has upgraded. These are double-walled, vacuum-insulated stainless steel. They keep water cold for 24 hours and hot for 12. But the key feature here is durability. The powder-coated finish resists scratches and dents. The lid is leak-proof and has a carry loop. At $7.99, this is a fraction of the cost of branded equivalents like Hydro Flask or Yeti, which charge $35, $5 to $45 for the same functionality. Why does this matter? Because in an emergency, your water container is your lifeline. You need something that won't crack if you drop it, won't leak in your bag, and keeps your water safe from temperature extremes. Buying these now in bulk is a smart preparedness move. They are also great for barter. In a crisis, a durable, clean water container is worth its weight in gold. Item 10. Crofton ceramic knife set back in the kitchen. We have 2 tools that upgrade your efficiency. Item 10 is the Crofton ceramic knife set. Steel knives rust. They react with acidic foods like tomatoes and citrus, altering the taste. They require frequent sharpening. Ceramic blades are inert. They don't react with food. They stay sharper 10 times longer than steel. And they are incredibly lightweight, reducing hand fatigue during long prep sessions. This set includes a chef's knife, a paring knife, and a peeler. At $12.99, it is in steel. Yes, ceramic is brittle. You can't use it to chop through bones or frozen blocks, but for 90% of your kitchen tasks, slicing veggies, fruit, bread, and meat, it is superior. It's a specialized tool that belongs in every serious kitchen. Item 11 is the Ambiano Personal Blender. Smoothies are a quick way to get nutrients, but cleaning a full-size blender is a hassle. This personal blender blends directly in the cup. You add your ingredients, blend, and drink from the same container. No transfer, no extra dishes. It's powerful enough to crush ice and frozen fruit. At $14.99, this is an impulse buy that pays for itself and saves time and reduced food waste. Use it to make quick meals when you're busy. Use it to blend soups. Use it to make protein shakes after a workout. It's compact, easy to store, and reliable. In a power outage, if you have a small generator or solar setup, this low wattage appliance is much easier to run than a high-powered kitchen beast. Finally, item 12, Garden Line Solar Pathway Lights. Security and visibility are key components of home preparedness. These lights charge during the day and provide automatic illumination at night. The new models have improved battery capacity and brighter LEDs. They are weather resistant and easy to install. Just push them into the ground. At $9.99 for a pack of 8, this is an affordable way to light up your driveway, walkway, or perimeter. In a grid-down scenario, having passive lighting that doesn't rely on your main electrical system is invaluable. It deters intruders and prevents accidents. It's a small investment that adds a layer of security and comfort to your home. Plus, they look great. A well-lit home feels safer and more welcoming. Trap 1. the Gourmet Truffle Oil Spray. Priced at $4.99, this spray promises the essence of truffles. Here is the truth. It contains 0 actual truffles. It is synthetic 2,4-dithiapentane, a chemical compound that smells like truffles but tastes like gasoline and chemicals. It is a scam. Real truffle oil is expensive because truffles are rare. This is industrial fragrance sprayed on olive oil. Do not put this in your body. Do not serve this to guests. Save your money and buy real mushrooms or save up for genuine truffle paste. This product is an insult to your palate and your health. Trap 2, the inflatable luxury lounger. This $29.99 lounger looks comfortable in the box. It promises hours of relaxation by the pool or at the beach. The reality? The material is thin vinyl that punctures easily on grass, gravel, or even rough concrete. The valve leaks air slowly, meaning you spend more time blowing it up than relaxing on it. And once it's inflated, it's unstable. One person shifts their weight and you're on the ground. It's a frustration machine. Buy a solid folding chair instead. It lasts for years. This lounger lasts for one afternoon. Trap 3, the Smart Wi-Fi plug strip. At $19.99, this power strip claims to offer app-controlled outlets and energy monitoring. The problem? The app is buggy, the connection drops constantly, and the security protocols are weak. You are inviting a potential cybersecurity vulnerability into your home for a feature you don't need. In a prepping context, complexity is the enemy. You want reliability. A simple, heavy-duty surge protector is safer, more durable, and doesn't require a software update to turn on your lamp. Don't complicate your infrastructure with cheap tech that fails when you need it most. Here's the bottom line. Aldi is not just a discount store anymore. It is a strategic resource for the smart shopper. The 12 items we discussed today offer genuine value, quality, and utility. They help you eat better, prepare better, and live better without draining your bank account. But the 3 items to skip? They are reminders that not everything shiny is gold. You have to be discerning. You have to look past the packaging and ask, does this solve a problem? Is it durable? Is it safe? The shelves are moving fast. The Spanish olive oil, the cooling bandanas, and the ceramic knives are already seeing limited stock in many regions. If you see them, grab them. If you don't need them today, consider them for your emergency stash. Liquid fuel, preserved food, durable tools, these are the currencies of the future. Don't let the marketing traps fool you. Stay sharp, stay prepared, and stay ahead of the curve. If you found this breakdown useful, if it saved you money or helped you avoid a bad purchase, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It helps other smart shoppers find this information. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are building a community of people who refuse to be victims of inflation and supply chain chaos. We are taking control. Drop a comment below. Which of these 12 items are you grabbing first, or have you tried the truffle oil spray and regretted it? Let's hear your stories. Your experience helps others make better decisions. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay stocked, and I'll see you in the next one.